3:30, walking back in. Cameras have been pretty slow, but there has been a little bit of buck activity. There was a 3-year-old maybe an hour ago on a scrape in the middle of the timber. Then a little 1.5-year-old buck 2 hours ago working another scrape. So I'm gonna get in to a new stand I hung the first part of October. Killed the tail out of it. It's really my only great straight north wind stand. Typically I like to have a little bit of east or west in it, and I can pick a little bit better, but straight north is a little bit more difficult here. Basically I could sit the blind I sat this morning, which wouldn't be a bad idea. There was a shooter there last night, but there were 3 shooters out in this field last night, that same buck being one of them. So I'm getting in early, gonna get everything situated, and hopefully at least one of those deer will make his presence known again tonight. One of them is Pinhead. I've talked about him a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna shoot him. I want to see what his body looks like when he's in person. Some pictures and videos, he looks old. Some he looks young. So that'll be a game time decision. But the other ones were the bonus 10 and a ghost. So we'll see if we can get on any of those. And Mr. Perfect was out here too a lot last night, so he was running all over this morning. And I had the grade 8 this morning on a scrape and a rub post in the middle of the timber. So basically all 5 older, bigger class deer were up on their feet in the last 24 hours. So we'll see if one will slip up tonight. Now it's October 29th, about 3:30 in the afternoon. Sitting on the main field on the farm. We're basically over a clover plot. There's some beans that way, some brassicas, some corn back that way. But really what we're keying in on is the does. There's typically a lot of does that frequent right here. And it's that time of year where the bucks are starting to get after them a little bit. Last night on the stealth cams, I had Pinhead, I had the bonus 10, ghost, all in daylight, within 100 yards of me right here. Later I had the big 8, and Mr. Perfect was here about an hour after daylight, but he was running all over the farm this morning. They like about 80 yards to my west. There's a white pine post rub, and it's some clover, some brassicas, rye, wheat, all that sort of kind of wintry mix stuff is over there, and they really like it over there. But there's a big mock scrape in front of me that I made, and they like to hit that. So this is one of the only spots I can really get in with a straight north wind, blows everything in this ditch behind me, and there's not a lot of deer that go through it. So they have a tendency to go around it. Pinches everything down from here to the other side is 41 yards. So if we can get them in through here, we should be sitting pretty good. It's about 20-25 mile an hour winds right now, but it's going to drop down to about 10 the last half hour or so. So we should be in for a really, really good sit. Like I said, it's the 29th of October. Bucks are starting to bump and chase a little bit, and hopefully we'll see something good tonight. said, if a doe came out early enough, I'd punch a tag. So 20 yards, smoked her. She ran 40 and dropped over dead, so we should be good. I'm just gonna leave her there. She's right on the edge of the field. I kind of wish she would have ran a little bit farther, but we should be all right. She made a quick loop and she was alive maybe 5 seconds, if that. So now we wait for a buck. All right, well, we got about 1 hour left. It's 5:45. I shot that doe like an hour ago. Third doe with that same beast broadhead, same arrow. All complete pass-throughs. All the deer didn't run more than 20 or 30 yards. And every single one of them died within 5 seconds. Now we got 2 other little fawns that came through. We're just waiting for a big old buck to show up on this field. Fingers crossed. just smoked Pinhead. Oh, crap. That was Pinhead. Ever since I got pictures of him this summer, I knew I'd have to see him in person. I'd get pictures of him, he looked super, super old. Other pictures, he'd look super, super young. And I knew I'd have to see him in person. And I saw him. He went all the way behind me, came out, checked these does, came right into 25 yards. You could just tell by his face, he's super old, big, heavy, trashy deer. And I smoked him. I think he went in the timber like 20 yards and fell over dead, but I'm gonna look back at the footage and see what it looks like. All right. Just got out of the tree. Let's go take a look at the arrow, see what we got. Actually, I'm just gonna leave my bow here. All right, just got out of the tree. Hung that stand this year, and it's paid off. Killed a couple does, and now this buck. Let's check it out. Perfect. Let's see if we can find him. Don't think it'll be too hard. Alright, well, just got to the edge. The arrow looks awesome. Zipped right through him. It's right back there. Let's see what we can find him. There's blood. Oh yeah, there he is. He didn't go 50 yards. What a giant. All right, well, this ends the story with Pinhead. I have no idea who this deer is. I got pictures of him early in the summer, watched him grow all summer long, just adding point after point after point. And he confused me. Some pictures, he looked like he was 2. Some pictures, he'd look like he was 7 or 8. Some pictures 4. And I knew it was gonna be one of those game time decisions. I'd have to wait to see him in person. And he stepped out tonight, bumping some does, and I knew I was gonna let him have it. So it was a awesome hunt. Beautiful deer, bigger than I even thought he was. Huge bases right here, just barely, I can't even get my hands around this one. And just points everywhere. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This one might score at 17 points. So definitely one of the most unique bucks I've ever killed. Absolute tank of a deer, huge body on him. And the pictures were very deceiving. So my initial thoughts of him being an old buck were pretty sure right. And looking his he doesn't have any front top teeth. He barely has any bottom teeth. So old mature buck. So hopefully you enjoyed this hunt. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.